South Africa is my home, and these are the landscapes of my childhood. And ever since I got to TCU, I've always wanted to bring students from campus to South Africa, and this course, Biodiversity and Human Development, has been the vehicle to do that. It's a country of enormous diversity, great natural heritage, and this course focuses on how South Africans are trying and struggling with the protection of that natural heritage, but at the same time trying to deliver services like electricity and shelter and food to the population.
You weren't just focusing on the animals, you were focusing on the history and the culture and the socio-economic and political issues of the time, and everything that is South Africa you've got to learn about.
You see the disparity in some of the larger cities like Johannesburg, where there's all of the rich in one area, and right next to it, surrounding it, are all of the slums where people have actually nothing.
With the rhinos, we were able to give injections and take its temperature, and then with a wildebeest, we actually get to help load it into the back of a truck for a relocation procedure. It's kind of cool because it's something you see on like National Geographic a lot, things like that, but you don't actually get to do it.
It's not just a safari, we actually got to get out and go and touch these animals was incredible. I mean, you know, when you think about something that's unique, this is at a 10 on the 1 to 10 scale. I mean, no one is really able to do this.
My favorite animal that we encountered was the elephants. It's a beautiful species, and it was amazing to be so close to them. But I think it was so incredible to see the impact that it had on all of the students and faculty members that were on the trip. Within minutes of coming up to it, everyone was getting super excited, and multiple individuals instantly just started tearing up. It was a very emotional time, and it was life-changing. Absolutely amazing.
One of my favorite moments was when we were just driving around, and all of a sudden just a jackal just runs across our path, and it's something you wouldn't think is so spectacular. You would think, oh, you know, you see a lion right next to the vehicle, which is amazing, but just seeing the everyday pieces of wildlife that you would never see here, just out and about, not afraid, just doing what they were put on the earth to do, it's just incredible.
I think we were all really taken back by the beauty of South Africa. I had heard from people that I told that was going on this trip that South Africa was going to be an incredibly beautiful place, but you don't really get to appreciate it until you're there. And even then, you're still completely surprised and taken back by how beautiful these landscapes are, whether it's the game reserve in Namakala, or it's the coastline at Cape Town, or the top of Table Mountain. It was really just breathtaking and incredible, and really fascinating how often we were surrounded by just incredible beauty that a lot of us really hadn't seen before.
I think Africa is one of those things that I always had in the back of my mind as oh, it'd be so cool to go on an African safari. That's on my bucket list, but when I actually finally got the opportunity to go, it was something I never thought I would be able to do, and so I will definitely always have that beautiful view from Amakala. It was a place called God's Window. That view is definitely what's going to stick in my mind for the rest of my life.
So what did y'all think?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
It's like nothing I've ever seen before.